Paula Price with Healthy Fit. Welcome to our stretch, mobility, and recovery session. Today we're going to focus on knee mobility and reducing knee pain. And a lot of knee pain can be caused from dysfunction and muscle imbalances in your body and how you move in everyday life. So we're going to try to reinforce and strengthen the knee. The other thing to remember with knee pain is to make sure you're properly hydrated, because that will help lubricate that joint, and use an anti-inflammatory diet if you're having knee pain to reduce inflammation that can cause discomfort. We'll be using our Rollga. If you don't have this tool, you can use any foam roller, our activator tool, a towel. For one of the exercises, I'm just going to use a washcloth towel and a band. So I have my Stroops band. If you don't have a fabric coated band like I do, go ahead and check your band for rips or tears. We want to make sure that it is safe. We are going to start with the SMR on our feet and work our way up the leg, because again, muscle imbalances in other parts of your body can pull on that joint where the muscles connect in that area and cause discomfort or dysfunction. So we're starting at the feet. I'm going to come down to the floor. You could also do this seated in a chair. Starting at the ball of the foot, work your way up, using a quarter turn and release as we work up through the foot. And back down. If you didn't have this tool, you could also use your thumbs in an X position to massage out the bottom of your foot. Let's do that on the other foot. Starting at the heel, working your way up. And back down. All right, now we're going to release our ankles. And I didn't tell you to grab your little massage balls, but if you have the soft massage balls handy, mine aren't even up in my gym. You can use the soft squishy balls, or you can use your fingers in a circular motion. Working your way around the ankle joint.
Yeah, once in a while I get attention plantar fasciitis, and I make sure I massage my feet every night.
Yes, massaging your feet in the night and also in the morning first thing when you get up in the morning will help reduce incidence of plantar fasciitis. So we're going to the other side, either using those small massage balls or your fingertips.
Yeah.
All right, moving up to our calves. Taking our activator ball again. If you don't have that ball, you can use your hand and kind of squeeze and massage the calf muscle around the back of your leg. Working your way all the way around the back of your calf. You have 3 muscle heads there. We want to make sure we get them all released. Going to the other side. Working your way around the muscle, all the way around the back of the leg. All right. Now taking your Rolga, we are going to roll out the shins, and the muscle that is on the side of the shins is going to hit really nicely in the valleys here. So your legs are going to be in the outside valleys. You can also do this exercise in the next few releases on the wall if you're not getting down on the floor. So I start by kneeling on the Rolga. The Rolga is below my kneecap. And I'm gonna just kind of scoot back and forth. Down towards your ankle and back up. That feels really good. I could do that like all day, but we're not going to. That would be too much. Usually only 3 to 5 passes on any muscle group is enough with the Rolga to release. We're gonna move up to above the knee now with the quads. Same outside valleys of your Rolga, coming down into a forearm plank position, rolling down just above the top of the knee and back up towards the hips. And back down. One more. All right, flipping over to the other side to work out the hamstrings now. Same outside valleys on your Rolga. I'm gonna start from a seated position here. My tailbone's in the center of the Rolga. I'm gonna place my hands behind me and slowly roll back onto my hamstrings.
Okay.
Now you can also rest on your bottom here and kind of scoot yourself back and forth, or stay in kind of like a reverse plank type position.
Yeah.
One more. All right, set that aside. I'm gonna put my activator away where the puppies aren't going to get it. Maybe they're the ones that took my massage kit. I'm not sure what happened to that. Mystery. All right. For our first mobility and recovery exercise, we're going to use that towel. You could also use a small pillow if you'd like. I'm going to kind of just roll this up so it's long and skinny. And then I might even fold it over again. We're going to use this to kind of press into as we do our next exercise. So you're going to place it behind the small of your knee and slowly roll back. Make sure it's in the right spot. I'm gonna scoot mine down a little bit more. So it's in the back of the knee, and what we're going to do for this next exercise, it's kind of an isometric exercise because we're not really doing big movements. Squeezing the quad, we're gonna kind of push the back of our knee into that towel. So the towel is kind of like a tactile tool as we press and squeeze the quad, squeeze and release. Let's do that again. Pressing into the towel, squeeze the quad, squeeze your entire thigh, make that leg nice and hard, pressing into the back of the knee into the towel. You should feel that tactile response or that feedback from the towel and relax. Let's do that one more time on this side. Squeeze, pressing into the towel. And release. All right, I'm going to move the towel to the other leg now for the second leg. Rolling yourself back down. Once you're set up, you're gonna squeeze that quad, pressing again the back of the knee into the towel. And relax. Let's squeeze it again. Squeeze, press it into the towel. Pressing, pressing. Squeezing everything in the leg, relax. One more time. Squeeze and press into the towel. Pressing the back of the knee into that towel, feeling that feedback, and relax. All right, move that towel out of the way. I'm gonna scoot back just a little bit so I don't hit the dog while I'm doing the next exercise. So we're gonna stay on our back here. You do have the option of doing these seated in a chair. Just sit on the front of the chair if you're doing that. Going ahead and having that neutral spine. So you can see I have a little space here maybe. You can see that under my back. Your natural curve of your spine is gonna leave a little space. So you wanna preserve that space as we work into this next exercise with a single leg raise. So we're gonna bend one leg just for stability. The other leg, we can point the toe, lift and lower, lift and lower. So this leg that we're pointing, we're squeezing everything just like we did with our quad squeeze on the last exercise. Our back should not be moving during this exercise. One more. And switch. Point the toe. Your other foot is planted. Spread those toes out on the floor for stability. Lift and lower. Squeezing everything, pointing that toe. One more. Continuing with a similar exercise on our back to stretch now. I'm gonna roll up for a minute because we're gonna take our band and wrap it around our foot. So I like to wrap it so that it's nice and secure. So I'm gonna make sure it's even. And I'm going to take it over the top of the foot and wrap it under the arch in both directions. And then the handles should still be even again because we want to hold on to those. Rolling back, you can keep the leg bent here or you can extend it straight. This is going to help us with our stretch. So we can grab onto our band and gently pull it towards us. We just did our Healthy Fit Yoga, so your muscles should be warmed up, but if you are watching this on a replay, we want to make sure we don't overstretch and pull a muscle. Listen to your body. Your flexibility might be here, it might be up here, or somewhere in between. We want to listen to the body and get that nice stretch without overstretching. As you breathe into the stretch, you might be able to bring it back just a little bit more. All right, let's roll it up and switch legs. Same thing, we have our band, and for safety, I like to wrap it around the foot gently so that it's not gonna slide off. Coming back, option to have your leg bent or straight, your bottom leg. So we're going to choke up on the band. And it's an assisting tool here. This is kind of like an assisted stretch using the band instead of me as a therapist to stretch you out there. Corrective exercise. As we breathe, we're going to bring that foot closer to the head. If you can, listen to your body. Again, your range of motion is going to be different than someone else's. Listen to your body. Get a good enough stretch that you're improving your flexibility and lengthening muscles that have shortened through your workouts in your daily living. All right, release that. We're going to move into some foot fitness. We released our feet and our ankles earlier, so we're going to continue working on the feet now. So we want our feet about shoulder width apart or a little bit further away. Lift, spread those toes out and lower. Gripping the mat, activating the inside of the foot. Lift, spread, and lower. We're opening up the foot, improving the foot splay, or the amount that our feet, our toes can spread out when they're not confined by tight shoes. All right, let's rock it now from the inside to the outside. Just gently, we're not applying a lot of pressure. Again, listening to your body. We don't want to overstretch the ankle, but we want to create better mobility. Especially as we age, our ankle joints can become really tight, and this can impact our daily movement, like the squats that we're about to do next. All right, next stretch. Pressing our toes and our ball of the foot into the mat as we lift our heel up and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Other side. All right, gentle ankle circles. So I'm not putting any pressure on my toe here. I'm just kind of kickstanding the leg. Or you could free float it also, if that feels better. Circles in one direction and then the other. All right, other leg. Doing those gentle circles. If you have any old injury, you might feel any areas that maybe need additional release. All right, we should be ready for our next exercise. This is called the elevator, the squat elevator. So we're going to use our chair for support. Now, you don't want to lean too much on the chair because it's not going to hold our weight as well. If you had a countertop or a portable bar that is a little bit more sturdy, you can put some more weight, but we are going to use this for support. Our feet are shoulder width apart. Get lined up with our toes pointed parallel here. They should both be parallel. Check your alignment. Spread those toes. Find even balance in your heel, the balls of the feet, and the toes. Remember, when we squat, we're keeping our heels on the floor. We're going to come halfway down. Coming down to the 5th floor. Up to 7. Down to the basement. This is your lowest squat. Up to 2. All the way up to the penthouse. Down to the 8th floor. 7. 3. Back to 5. Do you understand why we call this the elevator now? All the way down to the basement. Up to 7. Down to the 4th floor. All the way up to the penthouse. Down to the second floor. Third floor. Fourth floor. Down to the basement. Fourth floor. Seventh floor. Down to the basement. First floor. Basement. Fifth floor. All the way up to the penthouse. Hopefully you enjoyed that fun way to do squats. It's important to practice different ranges of motion, and the slow process that we use there really helped activate our quads. All right, next exercise, sun salutation. If you're not getting down on the floor, you'll plank on your chair, do your down dog on your chair, and then you'll come back to plank for calf raises. Okay? So when we do our calf raises, we want to make sure our heels are lifting up evenly off the floor, that we're not rolling our ankles to the inside or outside. We want to engage that whole ankle complex. All right, here we go. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank on your chair, on your knees, or on your toes. Push back into your down dog. Pressing your heels towards the floor, feeling that good stretch in your shoulders. Calf raises. Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Couple more. One more. Come back to your plank, step it in, and roll it up. Our next recovery and stability exercise is going to be using the chair again. So you're going to start standing pretty close to your chair. Our leg is going to be moving behind you, so make sure there's space. Flexing the foot, we're going to curl back, and then we're going to lift. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down, uncurl. So use your muscular resistance as you bend your leg and push it back, squeezing the back of your hamstring. You should feel that. And then lift. 2, 3. Bring it back down to neutral and uncurl the leg. Use that muscular resistance. Bend the leg, curl. Lift it. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Uncurl. Let's do that again. Lift. 2, 1. Back down. Uncurl. Other side, I'm going to face you so you can see it from a different angle. Bending the leg in that curl. And lift. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down and uncurl. Keep that foot flexed. The flexing of the foot is going to help us activate our hamstring better. Bring it back down and uncurl. One more time. 3, 2, 1. All right, our next movement, we're back to our sun salutation variation. Standing option, plank, runner's lunge to the outside of the chair, rotate and reach. All right, here we go. Everyone, big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank on your chair, on your knees, or on your toes. Step it to the outside of your hand in a runner's lunge. Option on your knee, or you're on the outside of your chair. Rotate and reach that arm up, sinking down into that stretch to feel it on the outside of the leg here. Come back down to plank. Switching to the other side, step wide. Again, you have the knee option or you're on the chair. Rotate and reach. Sink into it. come back down. Step it back to plank. Walk it back and roll it up. Big shoulder roll. All right, for the next exercise, we're going to be lying on the ground. If you're not getting down on the ground, you could do this on a firm sofa or mattress, or just do a standing leg lift like this. But it's a two-part exercise. So we're going to be side lying. You can put your body a little bit propped up on your elbow here. You can extend your arm and support your head here, like this. Whatever feels good. I think my arm's gonna like being this way. All right, I'm gonna scoot down a little bit because I need to make sure I have leg space. Lift one leg up, and then we're gonna lift the other leg up. This hand here is gonna support us. We're squeezing everything. Squeeze our legs and down. Lift, lift and squeeze, and lower. Again, lift, lift and squeeze, lower. One more time and then we'll switch sides. Lift, lift and squeeze, lower. All right, flipping over to the other side. Again, find a arm position that feels good to you. You can prop yourself up. You can lay on the top of your arm like this or have it forward. All right, this hand here is going to support us. Lift, lift the other one, squeeze, and lower. Lift, adduct, squeeze, squeeze those sides together, lower. Two more, lift, other leg, squeeze, lower. Lift, squeeze, lower. I know, those are tough. All right, we're gonna move into our pigeon to help stretch out the outside of our leg, which will reduce knee pain. If you are not getting down on the ground, you'll do your plank here, single leg dog pulse, and then when we go into pigeon, you'll come to the front of your chair and either cross over at the ankle or over the thigh here. All right. Big inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, shoulders back. Exhale, step it out to plank on your chair, on your knees or on your toes. Push back into your down dog. Pressing those heels once again towards the floor. Feeling that good stretch in your shoulders. Extend one leg into single leg dog. Pulse it. 3, 2, 1, and pull it through into pigeon. So you can drop down to your hip like I just did and have this bent S configuration. Or extend that leg fully behind you into pigeon. So we want to make sure we keep our shoulders away from our ears here. Sink into this stretch so you feel it on the outside of that front bent leg. If you want a little bit more, you can inhale and exhale, fold towards your knee. Or extend those arms fully and drop your head towards the mat. Nice deep breaths. Walk it back. We are going to switch sides. So if you're in this position here, we're going to come back to a kneeling position to go into that down dog. Single leg dog on the other side. Pulse that leg, 3, 2, 1. Pull that leg through. Again, you can drop down to your hips here, or you can extend that leg fully. We want to feel it in the outside of the leg all the way into the butt cheek. This muscle here goes down and connects in the knee, and we want to make sure it's not pulling our knee out of position. Shoulders away from the ears. If you'd like a little bit more, inhale, come down to your forearms. Or extend those arms fully and reach. Walk it back. And come to a seated position. We're going to use our band for our next stretch, similar to how we did our hamstring stretch. We're going to wrap the band around the top of the foot and around for security. See, my band is uneven, so I have to adjust it so it will be easy to hold. Lay back. So we already did a stretch like this. Now we're going to stretch the outside, our piriformis, on the outside of our leg by coming first across the body. Use this hand here extended in the opposite direction for stability as we stretch to the other direction.
Okay.
Bring it back up to center. And we're going to open it up to the other side now. Use it, switching hands for stability. Breathing, you'll notice I'm trying to pull my leg up closer as I breathe into the stretch. And relax. Let's switch that to the other side. Again, wrapping the top of the band around the top of the foot, and then wrap it under and under. Reach it up. Taking it across the body. Your opposite arm is going in the other direction.
Okay.
Feeling that good stretch up the leg here, yes? Nice deep breath. Bring it back to center and open it to the other side. Switch hands on the band. And release. Take that band off your foot. Our final stretch today is a knees to chest. You can grab the back of your thighs here, or you could grab the top of your shins. Bring those knees in towards your chest. Nice deep breath. Remember that our strength training sessions and all of the work that we do in terms of alignment when we're doing squats, lunges, and deadlifts and building strength in those major muscle groups can help alleviate stress on the knee when our muscles are strong to support the knee complex. And moving in good daily functional movement Don't forget to tag me in your stretching selfie at Kella Price, at Healthy Fitness Life Coach. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at SMR Stretch. Don't forget, knees love hydration, so make sure you're drinking lots of water today and every day. Thanks for joining me.